You're looking at some demonstrators who've gathered with signs outside Wilmot Township Council tonight. Once again, they are raising concerns over the region of Waterloo's plan to acquire 770 acres of rural land and what they're doing on one of the properties that was recently purchased. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the program. Let's start with new questions about what's become a contentious land acquisition in Wilmot. This time it has to do with the apparent destruction of a corn crop on one of the properties recently purchased by the region of Waterloo. Now, some nearby landowners say they are baffled by the situation. CTV's Ashley Bacon has been following this story for us today, joining us live now here in studio. So, Ashley, no question, a lot of frustration over this tonight. That's
right, Tony, and a lot of questions about the costs. The group is claiming over $160,000 in revenue would have been lost. Plus, they say it would have cost hundreds of thousands of dollars to take down the crops.
Last week at this time, this was corn 8 to 10, sometimes even 12 feet tall.
This social media post has thousands of views and has sparked outrage amongst neighboring farmers who say the destruction of these crops is wasteful and unnecessary.
Literally hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of corn, completely shredded it, chopped up, and then tried to hide the evidence by plowing it under the ground.
Everyone should hold them accountable. This is food, for goodness sakes. This is what people eat. This is what people subsist on. We shouldn't treat land that produces food so lightly.
The crop in question was on land recently purchased by the region of Waterloo, part of the plan to develop 770 acres into a shovel-ready site for future development. Although it's unclear what the crop would have been used for if the land stayed in the hands of the farmer, CTV News reached out to the region of Waterloo about the crop. In a statement, they say in part, plowing is required to complete studies as part of the continued due diligence process. The Fight for Farmland group calls the destruction unnecessary.
It's unfathomable that crops that were just a couple weeks from being harvested would be destroyed. And this just fits with the complete lack of communications on anything here.
We did some calculations that this is worth 2.5 million boxes of cornflakes.
Alfred Laurick is the spokesperson for the Fight for Farmland group, largely made up of landowners who are holding firm, refusing to sell. They say anger is being felt throughout the farming community.
In a time when people are homeless and people are food insecure, to plow down at least $160,000 worth of food is an abomination.
The group says the region had to hire from outside of the region to remove the crops because no one locally would do it.
There were some farmers contacted locally that were asked to take this down. They refused.
Previously, the region has said at this stage there is no investor waiting in the wings for the land, but that is because there hasn't been any shovel-ready property. Tony.
Ashley, thanks so much. CTV's Ashley Bacon live with that report tonight.